Hey everybody, it's Jess from the blog cheersjess.com, and today I'm going to share with you my April 2020 pocket page process video. So this year I am documenting my family memories by month using 9x12 page protectors. Here I've got the Elles Studio May monthly kit, and I'm simply flipping through the journaling cards and selecting the ones that excite me. I really love scrapbooking by color, and right now the colors of purple, coral, and yellow are what is exciting me. So when you see my 9x12 page protectors, you'll notice that I have a blank 9x12 on the left-hand side. I already have a design for that based on my March monthly kit. So I know that the 4x6 coral card will go down in the bottom corner closest to the spine. I'm then going to use the remaining 3x4 cards and simply place them in a checkerboard pattern. I don't really have any idea for this. I'm just using, just looking at them as I go along and placing them in pockets in random order. Once I've placed them down, I will then make some tweaks, thinking about the visual triangle in terms of color, but also where the stories are going to be placed, where I'm going to include my journaling, and then the types of photos that I'm thinking of printing. Of course, I'm going to use a 6x8, and this year one of my scrappy goals is to include more of myself in the photos. So I've got a 6x8 photo of there with me and my coffee cup because I'm learning how to make coffee at home during this pandemic. And the remaining 3x4 cards are family stories, which include stories of my kids and stories of my husband. So I'm just placing these 3x4 photos around the page, thinking about color, thinking about the flow of the photos and what makes the most sense of where they should be placed. I really like scrapbooking by month and think it is a way more manageable process for me, but it's, whether you are doing weekly or every couple of weeks, do what works for you. The next step in my process is to add some texture, and I am using these awesome acrylic stars from Elles Studio that was released this month. I'm simply scrapbooking by color, finding colors that match the journaling cards and placing these stars in somewhat of a visual triangle so that the eye gets diverted around the page. Now, somebody once said to me that it's good to add some texture to your pocket pages so that they're just not flat. I like the idea of adding lumps and bumps and embellishments, adding whether they are to your photos or journaling cards. This is a great way to add some visual interest. Once I've settled on the embellishments, I then take my journaling cards and permanent adhesive. I actually take a photo of my journaling cards, open that photo up in Photoshop Elements, print out a test piece of the journaling, and then take my blank cards and run them through my printer. I like typing my journaling up on my computer because I find that I am able to include a lot more of my thoughts and feelings. Just because I have really big handwriting. So here you go, you can see a picture of my printed journaling card. The next step in my process is to add some stamping. Here I've got, I'm including some of the details. I'm using a blank piece of paper just to make sure that I have the right consistency of ink and texture, etc. I am adding that to my title card. I'm including all the details in currently, and I'm also going to add, you'll notice later on in the video, my April letters that were released at the beginning of this year from the Elles Studio website. I'm just making sure that this adds up, and then I'm including obviously the day from April 1st to April 30th, just to let the viewer know that this is a monthly page. This is a simple stamp, one that I got from Staples or Home Depot or Office Depot, excuse me, and it has served me well. I've had it for many, many years, and I like having that consistency through my albums. From there, I'm just going to add a few more embellishments, including these chipboard icon stickers. You'll notice that there's a coffee cup, a sun, as well as some flowers, and these highlight the stories of brewing my own coffee at home, the weather starting to increase, to get warmer, and then also my hand at trying to grow my own vegetable garden. So again, this is very timely of our life here at home during the pandemic. Here are the monthly stickers that I mentioned about. I've used these on every single of my monthly pages thus far, and I like having that as a consistency through my album. Even though I'm doing monthly pages and the photos are different, I like having a singular product that sort of ties things together. And having the title or the month outlined in these stickers helps to bring that consistency. So here you go. Here is a look at my final page. You can see that it is full of color and it's full of lots of stories about life at home during this pandemic, including conversations, including large cups of coffee. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and like to subscribe.